Alright guys, so I'm going to talk about cleaners just for a minute. Cleaners are something you're going to need in your shop no matter what you're doing, and there's different types of cleaners. Now, one of the main cleaners that I use, I call it sign soap, and it's just a good overall cleaner for if I'm cleaning signs to clean the substrate. And all it is, I get a spray bottle like this. I get a bottle of, I think this is like 90%. 91% just regular medical type rubbing alcohol. Pour that in this bottle. 2 or 3 drops of dish soap. Fill the rest of it up with water. And that's just a general cleaner that I use in the shop for cleaning substrates before you're going to sublimate on them or put signs on them or anything. It's just a good cleaner to have around. The alcohol is a very light solvent. It'll clean. It'll evaporate quickly. Some of the other cleaners that I use, this is Spray Power. You can get this at Walmart. This is just an all-purpose cleaner. This stuff will take the grease right off your wheels. It's just a very high surfactant, very soapy, very alkaline cleaner. This is really aggressive. You have to be careful with this. I mix this about half and half with water. That's actually what's in here right now. Alcohol, just straight alcohol I use all the time, constantly, every day. You should buy this stuff by the case. And then acetone. I use acetone a lot, and I'll see people talking about that you can't put acetone on acrylic. I find that to be untrue. If you put acetone a little bit on a t-shirt or a towel and wipe it, it's a solvent and evaporates super quickly just like alcohol does. I haven't seen any evidence that it will hurt acrylic. People says it weakens it. You know, for the type of little small jobs we're doing, acetone is the trick. Also for powder-coated tumblers, this stuff just eats it right up. So this is a solvent, you know, which is a chemical that will actually eat stuff up. If you were to put plastic parts in here overnight, when you'd come back in the next day, it'd be Jell-O. Alcohol is a solvent too. It's just this is a very light solvent compared to this is a very industrial solvent. So some of the things that we're going to use cleaners for, also for rags, all I use is t-shirts. Now I make t-shirts, so we have a bunch. And somebody gave me a giant tub of t-shirts, and they were really junk shirts. They were no good. So I've been using them for rags. You can use whatever you want for rags, but 50-50 t-shirts work great. If you go to yard sales or thrift stores, you can pick these things up for little or nothing, and they go a long way. So here's something I just laser engraved. Now, this is a piece of MDF that has like a veneer. It might just be a vinyl sticker on it that I bought from Johnson's Plastics. But these things engrave really good. They look awesome. But you can see I've got a lot of schlag around there. Now, typically on this, you could use the Spray Power, the all-purpose cleaner. The problem is that's MDF under there, and I don't want it getting soaking wet. These things are already kind of bowed by nature, so I don't want to get that soaking wet. So I want to use a cleaner on it that's going to cut the stuff, but at the same time evaporate right away very quickly and not leave my board wet. Acetone would be too strong for this finish that's on here. I've tried it. Don't ask me how I know it's too strong, but it is too strong, and it will actually eat this up. So I'm just going to use regular rubbing alcohol. Find a clean spot on my shirt. And it's taking a little bit of elbow grease. Now the spray power, if I were to use that straight, it may even do a better job. But it's not going to, oh yeah, it's just tearing it right off. I mean, you can see I'm not even trying. I'm just barely pushing, and it's just eating it straight off of there. You can see the stuff that came off on the rag. So Spray Power ate that straight up. I would not want Spray Power to stay on that board very long, so it might be a really good idea after we use Spray Power to clean the whole thing with some alcohol. Just to make sure we're cleaning the Spray Power off of it. So that actually worked perfect. You can see how quickly that spray power took that off there. There's a different one. A little spray power. And just, boom, that stuff, man, it just learn something every day. Alcohol. Using a cleaner to clean our cleaner off. And there you go. These are perfect.